Okay everyone, and I am back, and what I'm going to show you how to do with your paper pumpkin kit today is to create a box like this. Isn't that gorgeous? It's just a super sweet little gift box. You could put treats, you could put anything you wanted in here. And your kit contains enough materials to make 3 of these, plus 6 cards and 6 envelopes. So you really get your bang for your buck when we're talking about paper pumpkin. So this is what this little box looks like. And again, it's just so super beautiful, super gorgeous. You have the kit contents to create the box, the flower, the tag, and the stamp that goes on the tag. So let's go ahead and get started. One thing that's really great about paper pumpkin is it comes with instructions. Again, here are the boxes that you can make, and here are the cards that you can make with this kit. So I'm just going to flip to the instructions on how to create the box, which start down here on the second page. Now, the great thing about paper pumpkin too is you can also use your imagination. If you just want to come home after a long day of work and not really have to think about your project and create something beautiful, you can follow the instructions to a T and have a beautiful project. But if you wanted to go on your own and make something do something different with the products, you can do that too. But for today's purposes, I'm just going to show you how to make the product as it's described, the box rather, as it's described in the paper pumpkin kit. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to pull over the actual box. And here it is, and it's all scored for you and everything. So they want you to go ahead and just fold down on the score lines. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly fold down on all the score lines here. And let me see if there's any way to zoom out. No, I don't think that there is. Okay, well hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. It's already pre-scored, so all I'm doing is just folding the already scored lines to make my box. Okay, so everything's folded. Now we're just actually going to put the bottom of the box together, and you don't even need adhesive for this. You would put this part down first, then this one, and then you tuck this right down into this flap that's been created. You see what I'm doing here? And again, this is all in your instructions in your paper pumpkin kit, so you don't have to worry about, wondering what to do, because it's all going to be there for you. Okay, so this is the box here, and you could really fit a lot of cute little treats or something really sweet in this box. So it's a rather large size. Okay, the next step is to take your ribbon, and again, this is an all-inclusive kit. Absolutely everything you need to create this project is in this box that fits right in your mailbox. It's so cool. So they want you to cut the ribbon next to 21 inches. So I'm actually just going to use my grid paper. That's 16. And then we'll need just an extra 5 more inches to here. So we'll cut this ribbon right here, like this. Okay, then what you're going to do next is you're going to go ahead and take your ribbon, and it also comes with this long tape adhesive in the box. And you're going to tear off a strip of the adhesive. I can unstick it here. Okay, you're going to tear off a stick of the adhesive, or a strip rather, of the adhesive, and you're just going to put it on one end of your ribbon, just like that. Okay, so now, actually, you know what? I accidentally have 2 strips of adhesive here. So let me see if I can peel this off really quick and stick it back down. It doesn't look like I can. And that's okay, because I obviously am a crafter, so I have plenty of my own adhesive here in my studio. So it's not a huge deal for me, but if you were doing this on your own and you just had what came in the kit, you could fiddle with that and probably get that to come back up and put it right back on your strip to keep it for your next project. So I'm not going to worry about that, but like I said, you would probably be able to do that if you played around with it. I just don't want to do that and bore you guys on the video. Okay, so the next step is to wrap the ribbon around the box. And I'm just going to start like this. You want your adhesive facing up. And I am just going to go ahead and wrap the ribbon to about 3/4 of the way around the bottom rather, of the box, just like that. And then I'm going to pull this side tight, so it's very tightly around the box. Oops, and I just let go of it on accident, so let me try that again here. I'm going to go ahead and pull this tight again. Try this one more time here. And then you're literally just adhering the ribbon to itself. So you pull this tight, and you might have to fiddle with it, but then you just stick it right down on the adhesive itself. And that wraps your ribbon around your box. And you still have enough wiggle room to kind of make the ribbon centered. You can scooch it just a little bit, because when the person wants to open this, they would just slide the ribbon off like that, just like this was a gift wrapped box or something. You just would slide the whole ribbon off and then open the box. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Your next step now is going to be the actual flowers. And these come in a little piece of pink paper like this, and you can see they're die cut, so you just pop them out. And you're going to pop all 3 of them out like this, and then you can just discard the remains here. And the next step then is you want to go ahead and kind of fold the petals. The instructions kind of advise you to try to do that with like a pencil. I just found that using my finger was just as easy. My fingers rather was just as easy to do. You just want to kind of make each petal a little bit curly-cued, so it just adds some dimension to that flower. And again, you're going to do this 3 times with the 3 flowers that you have popped out from the kit. And what is just so cool about this is, again, you don't have to think if you don't want to. You just follow the directions. The directions are perfect. I've never had a kit where I didn't understand the directions. They're just written perfectly. These are just perfect for people that have been crafting forever, or people that are brand new to crafting. I'll tell you, I did a workshop not too long ago, and I had some very dear friends of mine come to the workshop, and they just are not crafters, but they came to humor me and to, check it out, and every single one of them ordered Paper Pumpkin. This was just so appealing to them because every month there's a surprise box of goodies in your mailbox, and that kit contains everything you need to make so many super beautiful projects. So it was really appealing to them, and I just loved that for them. It got them excited about crafting, which for a crafter, that's been doing this forever, that's just so exciting to introduce your friends to such a great craft. So anyway, now that I've folded the 3 petals, the 3 leaves and all of their petals up, you're going to adhere them to each other with just a little dimensional. And again, your kit comes with the dimensionals as well. How awesome is that? So I'm just going to peel the backing off the back of my dimensional, and then just catty corner it, if that makes sense. So the petals are like in between each other. So I just put it on top of this one catty corner. And then I'm going to play with these again for just a minute here and get the petals how I want them. And then I'm going to do my last flower, put a dimensional on the back of it, peel that backing off. And this is where fingernails would be very helpful. There we go. And then again, catty corner one more time. Ta-da! Okay, so that's the start of your flower. And then the next step is you're going to take the fringe that makes the center of the flower. See, in this picture, these flowers all have these beautiful black centers to them. So the way that you make those is you find the piece in your kit that looks like this. I'm a little tangled up over here, so pardon me while I get this. It's going to look like this, and you just pop out one of these. Just like that. Okay, so now that I've got that popped out, you want to curl, just like you did with the petals here, you just want to curl these down. So each of the little fringes down. And again, it recommends using a pencil. I'm just going to use my fingers and just do it really quickly for you for the purposes of the video. But I'd probably take my time with it a little bit more if I was just doing this on my own. But I'm just going to quickly kind of just fold these down, just like so. Okay, just to give it some dimension here. Okay, now we're going to take another strip of this adhesive that again is provided for you in the kit, and we're going to peel it off here. This time I made sure I only grabbed one strip, and you're just going to put it along one end of the fringe piece here. So you're just going to stick it right there on one end of the fringe, peel off the backing. Okay. And then you're going to roll this. You're going to start with the end that does not have adhesive on it. Let me just move some of this stuff out of the way so you can really see what I'm doing here. So you're going to start with this end, and you're going to roll it really, really tight. So you're just going to start rolling here. Just keep it really, really, really tight. So you're rolling like 1 or 2 little fringe pieces at a time. And then you'll see once you get to your adhesive, sorry, I just bumped the camera here. Once you get to your adhesive, it's gonna just stick to itself here. So it'll be nice and secure. So we're just rolling, rolling, rolling here. Almost done with this step. Okay, just roll this up. All right, and so then what I did is I just kind of brought the pieces down with my fingers. And again, I'm just manipulating this with my fingers so it kind of, just to make it a little bit more dimensional and fun so the petals really stand out. So I'm just pulling this down here just like this, and I would probably fiddle with this just a little bit more just to get those pieces perfect, but for the purposes of the video I'm just going to go ahead and you take another dimensional and you stick it on the bottom here, peel off the backing, and you stick this right in the center of your flower. And then again, I'm just gonna pull some of these down like that. Okay, so there is your flower with the beautiful center to it. Now let's go ahead and create our tag for the box. And you, again, remember I showed you the stamp set here? It has all different sentiments. It has with love, hello, for you, with sympathy. So whatever you find fits your occasion, go ahead and use that. I'm just gonna use, like the sample shows, I'm going to do with love. And I'm going to use, let me move that so you can see this. I'm going to use with love, and I'm going to put this beautiful swirl underneath it. And here's a tip. When you are doing something like this and you're going to stamp both in the same color, you can put them both on your block. So here's my paper pumpkin block that, again, I got free with the first paper pumpkin order. And I just put them both on my block at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and grab a tag, which comes in a strip in your kit that looks like this. Okay, and it's got different tags for all the different projects, and I'm just going to pop out this one. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put our tag down here, and I'm going to get my ink, which I thought I lost. There it is. Okay, and of course the little Stampin' spot that comes in the paper pumpkin kit is tiny, so you're going to need to take your ink rather to your stamp. So I'm just going to make sure and get this all nice and inked up here. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm just going to go ahead and stamp this right in the middle of my tag. Can you see that here? I'm just going to go straight down, press, and come straight up. Isn't that beautiful? And this kit, I suppose I should have told you this in the beginning, this kit is actually called Chalk It Up to Love. And with this white ink on black cardstock, doesn't that look just like a chalkboard? I mean, that's just beautiful. Can you see that? So, so super gorgeous. Now, if you've worked with Stampin' Up! Whisper White cardstock, or rather ink before, you probably know it can take a little bit of time to dry. If you have a heat gun, it would probably be a good idea to go ahead and just dry it with a heat gun so you don't smear it. I'm not going to make you guys listen to me dry this with the heat gun, so I'm just going to try to be extra careful with it. And the last step is to adhere this to our beautiful box. So it'll look like that. And how we do that is you just take the, put everything down on your table, grab your dimensionals, and I'm just going to go right to the center of my box. I'm going to put 2 dimensionals right down on that ribbon, and that's going to be for my beautiful flower. And again, you want it on the ribbon and not the actual box, because when someone opens this beautiful gift, in order to get the box open, they're just going to slide the ribbon off. So the flower, you want it to be right on your ribbon. So I'm going to press down on the dimensionals so that sticks up just like that. And then I'm going to take 2 more dimensionals and put them on the back of my tag. And again, I'm going to be really careful because I did not heat dry my white chalk ink, so I don't want to smear it. So I'm just going to touch the very tippy top here and just try to be super, super careful so I don't smear it. Okay, and then we're just going to stick that down right there, and ta-da! How fun and gorgeous is that? Who wouldn't want to receive such a beautiful gift? Packaging is just such an important part of gift giving, and who wouldn't want this? It's just so, so beautiful. So this is one of the many projects you can make with this month's paper pumpkin. Again, here's what the projects look like on the pamphlet, and you have directions on how to make every single project in here. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial on Paper Pumpkin. If you're interested in subscribing to Paper Pumpkin, I'll have all the information on my blog, and I will link my blog directly under this YouTube video so you can see it. Again, thank you so much for stopping by and for watching, and if you would like any catalogs, the holiday catalog or the annual catalog or both, go to my blog, click on the request a catalog button and shoot me an email, and I would be more than happy to send that out to you. Thanks again, everyone. Bye-bye.